In a world where trade is crucial, tensions are on the rise. The US and China are at the forefront of a significant tariff war. As the US imposes heavy tariffs, China reaches out to create alliances. China's strategy aims to unite nations against the US tariffs. However, many nations hesitate to join in this confrontation. President Trump recently hinted at backing off tariffs for 90 days, stirring negotiations globally. Despite this, China claims the US is insincere. They stand firm, declaring they will fight to the end. In response, the US has raised the tax rate on Chinese imports to 125%. China retaliated with its own tariffs of 84% on US goods. The trade war appears less like a global conflict and more like a duel between the US and China. China is now focusing its attention on Europe. Recently, Premier Li Qiang spoke with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, fostering a positive message for future cooperation. These two powers are each other's largest trading partners. China and the EU are keen to strengthen their economic ties. The official Xinhua news agency highlighted this commitment. Additionally, Chinese Commerce Minister Wang Wentao engaged with EU Trade Commissioner Šefčovič. They discussed the consequences of US tariffs, arguing that they infringe upon legitimate interests and violate international trade rules. Wang described these actions as unilateralism and economic bullying. The global economic order hangs in the balance as nations grapple with these developments. Understanding the implications of this tariff war is vital. Stay informed and connected to the latest updates on this unfolding situation. Your awareness can empower your perspective on global trade dynamics. In a world where trade holds immense power, tensions are rising. The US and China spearhead a significant tariff war. The US enforces heavy tariffs, prompting China to seek new alliances. China's strategy revolves around uniting other nations against US tariffs. However, many nations are hesitant to confront the US recently. President Trump hinted at pausing tariffs for 90 days, igniting global negotiations. Yet, China accuses the US of insincerity, standing resolutely, vowing to fight to the end. In retaliation, the US raised taxes on Chinese imports to 125%. China struck back with tariffs of 84% on US goods. This trade war resembles a duel, not a worldwide quarrel. Now, China focuses on strengthening ties with Europe. Premier Li Qiang recently spoke with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, cultivating positive prospects for cooperation. These two powers are each other's largest trading partners, eager to solidify economic bonds. The Xinhua news agency emphasizes this shared commitment. Additionally, Chinese Commerce Minister Wang Wentao engaged with EU Trade Commissioner Šefčovič. They discussed US tariffs, arguing they breach fair trade norms, labeling them unilateralism and economic coercion. As these developments unfold, the global economic landscape is at risk. Understanding the ramifications of this tariff war is crucial. Stay alert and informed about these ongoing events. Your awareness can enrich your understanding of the intricate dynamics of global trade.